My name is Raven White, better known on the interweb as Ravy Ray, but please call me Ray with an I. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Probably wondering where I've been and whatnot. Well, I was burnt out as fuck, but now I'm not so burnt out, despite everything. Since I'm doing worlds better, I decided to come back and do something for my birth month, which is the same month that also tends to burn out artists because we try to produce something every single day and share it to the World Wide Web once we've completed it. You've probably seen the prompts: Blacktober, Queertober, Cradletober, Crungetober, Inktober, and so forth. Speaking of October, arguably the most popular and well-known one throughout the years, we're gonna sort of do that one. But not really, because Jake Parker is allegedly out here wilding, and his wild ways has allegedly harmed another artist known as Alfonso Duck. To know the full story, I'll link in the upper left-hand all-knowing eye and in the description box below. So here I am, hearing Alfonso's side of things, considered the fuckery of 2020 and the history of theft done to and of us, Black people, if you don't know, for centuries, and decided, ah, shit, this shall not pass. So I went and bought his books, and I am dedicating October to inking with Alfonso. Credit to one of my dearest friends, Lindez, for that hashtag. Another iteration, which is more of what their hashtag really is inking for Alfonso. So either or, and or both, are fine. I personally prefer inking with Alfonso because I'm using his books, so it feels like I'm inking with him, even though I have no idea who he is and he has no idea who I am. But it's the thought that counts, right? Alrighty, with that all said, here I am with this video. I don't know about doing a vid every single day, because that runs the risk of another bad burnout, and if there's one thing I do not need right now, again. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Woo! Alright, let's get to it. So firstly, excuse my camera jigging with it. My head wrap's bun kept bumping and grinding with it. Secondly, those anguished hands. I didn't record the little warm-up sketch you can see there, but whatever. Alright, so we're just gonna go with it. So what I wanted to do for this series is, well, get confident again at inking. I'm confident when it comes to charcoal, lead pencil. I could do some more practicing with like watercolor and color pencils. But inking, even though I have a lot of ink stuff, you see all them inks? Yeah, yeah. Even though I've worked extensively back in school, back in college, on inking, there's still a little bit of fear around it. So, not a lot of fear, just a little bit of a, dang, I can't erase this like I can on, you know, when I'm doing it digitally. That kind of anxiety. So I wanted to get back into, you know, liking art in the realm of ink, but also getting back from that burnout of art. Because one of the things that has kept me from the internet for a while is that I was just constantly constantly drawing, constantly doing commissions, constantly just producing stuff. And what used to be something that I thoroughly enjoyed suddenly became my source of anxiety. So now that I'm in a better place, and I don't feel burnt out as much anymore, might be, you know, Libra season, might be because my birthday this month, I don't know, but I'm feeling a lot better and capable of doing the arts again. Am I ready and capable and open to reopening commissions? Nah, but you know, one day I will. But whew, I don't know, like officially opening them to the public. Nah, like nah, bro, nah. Anyway, so what I wanted to do for this series, I be going on tangents, is yes, doing, you know, getting back in with art and inking and stuff of that nature. But since I do have some background and some comfortability with ink, I just wanted to get, look at my little bun. There it is, right there. That's the bun that's been bumping up against my camera. Anyway, since I've been ooh, I hope the bun don't get in the way the entire time. Ooh, that'd be messed up. Anyway. Now that I'm getting back into the groove of the Guild. Oh no. Ah, my red bud! Jeez! Alright, so now that we're getting back into the groove of things and getting re-comfortable with art and liking it again, I wanted to, you know, use this opportunity to get comfortable with inking, get comfortable with drawing in general, just getting back comfortable and like all that jazz. Granted, I've done some artwork here and there, but you know, the enjoyment level and anxiety has been that great, so has been that strong as it is now, because I don't know, the novelty of everything at this moment is definitely keeping it fun, question mark. So what we're doing here, so Alfonso has a workbook. I'm in the workbook right now, and he has all these prompts. That's about around like 30 prompts, which is neat and almost perfect for October, where, you know, he gives us a little assignments for what we can do for our inking prowess, our newfound inking confidence. But since I already have some background in it, I decided we're gonna go backwards and just, you know, draw the things first, see if I'm like good or if I need to refreshen up my skills. So that's what the setup is going to be for a lot of these videos, is me going and testing it out first. Like right now, one of the first things that he wanted us to do is like trace over the work, right? His thing, and then do some practice. But the idea, I believe, was to do it in the workbook. I didn't really feel comfortable with inking right over top this stuff, so I decided, okay, we're gonna literally trace, but then I realized I can barely see it, which is why I don't care or like tracing as much, because you can tell when it's traced. So during the sketching process, we're just gonna do what we've always done. Whoa. Just kind of emulate what we see in the top right corner, and go from there. Which I think I'm glad that I did anyway, since the tracing thing is a little bit hard to do without a light pad. I just decided, all right, well, we're just gonna emulate what I see in the top right corner, and that infinitely made me like the first initial attempt after thinking, maybe I'm a bit rusty in the realm of inking. But then as I'm doing this, I realize I'm not that rusty. Let's toot the own horn. You know, we're not that rusty, but we're a little bit rusty, but not really, because I'm doing a good job. Anyway, it would be imperative for those that are just now starting out with inking, incorporating inking into your arsenal. This book definitely helps with that. It is very beginner friendly. A lot of the workbook tasks and activities definitely reminded me of art school again, and how we basically did this same thing. So I think originally the original plan was to go through and redo all of the assignments again and through the workbook and do what I could. But then as you will see in this video. We ain't do that. We just decided, okay, well, maybe I should repractice on spacing. Let's see, repracticing on weight. Let's repractice on this and that and this and that and the third. That could probably help me when I redo the task at the end with an actual live piece of garlic and drawing from life, because drawing from life is chef's kiss. Let's fast forward this on up to see the end result. Look at that. Looks good. Right now, I am stretching my hand, because that's important. Always stretch your hands. Always do it. Side note, we can have this as a different discussion for a different day, but drawing is exercise. It's probably one of the most exercise intensive things to do with your hands. If not the most, but definitely one of the most. Alright. Let's do a close-up. So after we've compared and contrast, which is one, it looks different because I didn't have a light pad and I didn't directly trace off of it. 2, I already have some background in inking. 3, it was a good warm-up. 4, I liked it. 5, maybe one of the things that we could have done differently is make it a lot more uniformed. I think Alfonso's was more uniformed. Definitely more uniform than mine was. Mine looks kind of hairy, but I mean, I still like it. I think it's charming. But, you know, I definitely went back to his guidebook. Well, for the first time. This was my first time reading it. And just went through the beginning, definitely read things here and there that I did and did not know. Again, the book is definitely beginner friendly. So I don't think for the rest of the series that I'm going to go fully in depth as far as like reading page for page. I think this is a book, for me at least, for those that are a little bit more comfortable with ink, that have some background in ink, that have used ink, for example, as extensively as this. We probably would go to it as, you know, a refresher book. So I did read a bit of the section that pertained to, you know, shading, line weight, verity, so forth and so forth, and even did a little bit of some exercises that I thought pertained or related to the garlic piece and the garlic prompt. And then I retried it again, but this time using garlic that I got from the farmer's market and drawing from life, because I haven't done a lot of drawing from life in a while, so that was cool. So we're gonna watch that. We're gonna look at that, and I'll probably add in some tidbits here and there. So the first thing that I do is always do a rough sketch, but I don't think I rough sketched it again when I attempted to draw it at a different angle. But normally, typically, the rule of thumb is to start with a first sketch and under sketch. I like to sketch in a different color, like a red colored pencil or red lead pencil, mechanical pencil, whatever the case. I tried to attempt to still use the curved cross hatching that the assignment called for. And we're having a good time. Side note, remember when we were like forced, if you're of my age, late 20s, do y'all remember being forced to learn cursive? I tried to do a little bit of that. I think the next thing I would like to do, maybe not this month, maybe like another time. I do have a book on that. Learning how to do some what do you call it? What do you call it? Lettering? There we go. Words. Okay. Lettering and there's another. It's not. What is it called? I don't really have time. Wait, do I have time to like look it up? Let's check. Calligraphy. I didn't have to check it. Hey. Calligraphy, right? So I would love to like get back into that. Oh. Let's read what we're saying there. The notes that I had for it, and I'll read it while I attempt at a different angle without doing an undersketch. It really is an additive. It really is an additive practice and or build on top of. That's the only note I had for that. Cool. I don't know. I think the first day was a success. I don't know if I'm gonna draw every single day for the Tober. Like I don't really no. I don't want to burn out again. And I would encourage others, if you're getting tired, like chill out, you know. It's okay to chill out. I'll do another video for sure, but I think next video I'll do multiple prompts. Yeah. And then go from there and see what we do. But I think this was a good first attempt at getting back into YouTube. All right, and that's it. I want to give a warm thank you and shout out to my Patreon supporters of past, present, and future. A warm thank you to my Ko-fi treaters of past, present, and future. And to all who have been absolutely encouraging and patient with me as I venture back into the fray. If you'd like to assist in getting more content like this and beyond, consider pledging on Patreon monthly or doing a one-time donation through my Ko-fi. If you're not able to do that at this time, no worries. Engaging and sharing the content with proper credit is a huge and valuable support as well. Everything of interest and or mention is in the description box below. And yeah, see y'all next time. Bye.